That'll make for an interesting thumbnail. Anyways, this is going to be shop vlog number 4, 5, 6, I don't know, somewhere in that range. My rubber band bag broke. I had another one just like that one there that's holding the wire ties. I had this one here, and the seam broke. So it doesn't open. It wasn't opening correctly, but now of course the camera's on, so it's going to make a fool out of me. Anyways, I had all these rubber bands in there, and I think it was just too many and it kind of broke the seam. So I'm going to put all these rubber bands into a bigger bag. I'm noticing a lot of these are broken and dried out. So I'm kind of going through here to see which ones are still good, and then I'll keep these ones that are still good, and I'll get rid of the ones that are spoiled. This one has spoiled. I'm kind of surprised as many of these has spoiled because it's not hot down here. I would think the heat, high heat, really dry conditions like in an attic or something would wear these out real quick, but down here they're not in a harsh environment at all, so I'm not sure why so many of these seems to have developed an issue. A lot of these bigger ones, these I think, are the ones that come from the Goodwill thrift store. They always put those on cords and stuff. Some of these may be pretty old, I guess. I don't know. I've had some of these for a while. Oh, we're almost done here. This is so, like, it's so dried out, it just breaks. It's kind of weird. Sometimes they don't look too good, but they're still okay. Like this one here, this doesn't look too good at all, but it's still totally fine. That wraps up the rubber band situation. Now there'll be in this bag, and it's not busting at the seams anymore. The only problem is now it's not going to hang where I want it to hang. I used to have it hanging over there, and it was just easy to reach it, at any time. Probably could put a string or something on this bag somehow, but at this point in time, this location is just about to be done. So I'm not going to try to finagle something to make it work for another month or two, a couple of months, or whatever. Okay, so that's that. Next thing I want to do is I want to put the TPI 24-inch fan away. I want to change the ceiling fan in here too, but I don't think I'm going to get to that tonight. I want to go outside tonight and use the computer and the lights out there. Because summer is dwindling. Okay, that's installing the updates just fine. Okay. How am I going to fall on that cord? I put it there. I should know it's there. Okay, here's the TPI 24-inch fan. I put the pitch back to where it came from, and I ran it downstairs here for a couple hours, and the temperature stayed at about 140, 145, which is, I think, reasonable for a motor like this. So, as we discovered with the 12-inch one, perhaps TPI knows best. It might have been kind of a ferocious, dare I say, an assumption to think that perhaps it wasn't designed quite correctly, when in fact I think it was designed just fine. So, it will remain at the original pitch. I wish the motor was a little stronger and the blade pitch was steeper, but I have noticed that a lot of these bigger fans, even older ones, tended to be designed like that. It's a very high-speed blade with a shallow pitch. Okay, so the TPI box is over here. This is going to be interesting here. So this has to come out for the moment, this will come out for the moment, and take this out, whoops. And there's another fan here. There's a, that's an interesting fan. I've got to get around to doing a clean and service video of this thing. This is a Honeywell's turbo fan, okay, but it's on an oscillations base. This is the only one I've seen of this. Interesting piece. Never seen another one since. Okay, so here's the what's this thing called? A box. The box, the TPI. This has to come out first. It's like a daggone puzzle in here. I need a bigger studio. I saw that shop that Eric got recently. That was a nice place. It's got a lot of space there. Okay, so now I think if I finagle this in some particular way, I can get this to come over here. And we can put the fan into it. Got this cockamine thing which just goes into there for some reason unbeknownst to me. I don't know why it's necessary. I have speculation that that's may have been what bent the guard in the first place. You know, someone just carelessly jammed this into the fan and hit the blades or something. I don't know. Not really sure how clean that thing is to begin with. Still traces of styrofoam shredding in here, which of course is totally unacceptable, but sometimes things are unacceptable. That is kind of unacceptable as well. Okay, so let's see here. This piece of styrofoam goes on here. Like that. And I think it just drops into the box. Not sure where this goes. I guess it just goes on the front, maybe? Yeah, that would make sense. That would keep it kind of centered in the box. Not worried about slipping it into the plastic. I'll just put the plastic over the top to keep the dust off of it. Not that it's that dusty in here, but and I'll slip the manual in here. It's got so many valuable insights into it. And then this will go like that. I don't know, this is going to be sitting there. It could be going to the postal service or something. It could be perfect. Okay, now we got to get it back in here. Okay. Let's see how this goes. See if I'm at the right angle? Yeah, I guess so. It's very deceiving because the preview is inverted when you're looking at it from this side. It's like it's not like a mirror image, it's something else. I don't know. It's weird. It's in. Now this Galaxy box fan has to go back in. And something else that was in here. Oh yeah, that oscillating fan. Whoa, you getting dizzy yet? Good grief. Okay, this has to go in there. Oh look, it's got TPI styrofoam all over it. Stupid goof. I don't like the way that is. It's going to get all creased up or something. See, I don't like holding these together with the rubber bands because if you have it tight enough to really hold it secure, they get sticky or they break. So I'm going to take this off and I'm going to replace it with a piece of wire tie. That's what I prefer to use. Okay, that's better. This thing's nasty. It's got like insect droppings and stuff on there. It'll be a good clean and service video. Okay. Now this can go back in there. For what it's worth, I think this is a pretty decent fan. Is that falling off? No, I think that's okay. Alright, so that's done. Now, I wanted to try to clean up over here a little bit. Well, let's clean the bench first. And I'm done recording for the day. So, what I typically do here, I turn all this equipment off. I switch this to the blank side so that's not on anything. Turn that off. Done with the camera. And then I take some towels and I put some towels over the stuff because you have issues with leaks over here. And then I put this bowl here. This is right about where the leak usually happens. So put that bowl there in case it starts to leak, and then we'll be good. The leak comes from here. It condensates from the inside, and then the water accumulates and it eventually leaks out somewhere. I drilled that hole in there so at least it always comes out the same place, and that's been good. That's been working. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is we're going to turn this fan off and we're going to close the window. I got to close the window in the other room too. Okay. And now I have a piece of cardboard that I put there, which I used to keep the sun out because I don't want the sun shining on all the plastic fans and so forth in here. Because the plastic does a number, I mean the sun does a number on plastic. So this just kind of slides here like this. And the fan will just kind of hold it in place. And the fan's cord, it can just sit over here, that's fine. I'll have this, Okay. And we have the internet, the wireless network for outside. These, I should take these down. I don't really use these anymore. In fact, might as well take them down now that we got the camera going. Okay, they're gonna stay. I think I can get them down with this driver. Yeah, there we go. With the old system, I had a fan, a different fan in the window, and that's what this was from. And either use that to put the cardboard on or something. I'm going to put the screw back in because the screw is holding the thermometer cord. I got another one over here. This one may be out of the video frame, but I'm going to take this one down as well. This is just not used anymore. Okay. We got a screw here, that's always good to have. And then this, you can see these being pretty useful in the shape that they're in. I'll put these up over here where all the wire goes to sit for however many years until I find another use case for it. Okay. Alright, let's see here, what else we got to do on the table. This has its place, this has a place, this has a place. A good rubber band, I'll put that into the new bag. Let's see, camera power cord, that's got a place. This will go upstairs. Wire tie. This, I'm going to use this in an upcoming video. We're going to do some tests with those Duracell batteries. And I'll use this light in that video. So, I'm going to keep this nearby. Put that over there for now. And we have a failed switch. We have that can go over there. That's spoiled. that's like, I guess that could be used as a spring. That's a good battery, that's a good battery, and this is a good battery. This is unknown, probably okay. Put this into the battery box. Okay, this is junk. Get rid of that. This is an interesting switch. It's a 5-wire 3-position switch. Went to that Honeywell filter. This broke. This is for a computer. That's for the cord for the drill. Got some things here. We got some swag chain. A washer. These are the screws and bolts for the TPI fan. I'm not putting those back in there. That's junk. That's junk. That's junk. Oh, these screws. We can take care of these screws. These screws go to the SMC fans from that letter. I'll go grab one of them. Turn on these stupid flickering piece of junk LED lights. So I can't remember which ones he said went to what, so I mean it don't really matter. I'm gonna guess this chrome, I mean the brass one goes to this fan. I think that this is pretty much the same size and shape. Here we go, too much tape again. Stop. I hate sounds like that. Okay. Now let's put this in. That's not the screw that I said I was going to put into this fan. Okay, that's that fan. I have to find somewhere to put this, but for now I'll just put it back where it was. I don't think anybody's going to complain about it being over here. And then now here's the other problem. That other fan, there's too much stuff over here. I can't even get to that fan. Okay, so I'm going to have to clean up over here a little bit. Let's see what we can do. Some of these boxes can move. This box. This is for the Amazon Basic Oscillations fan. Yeah, I could put that somewhere else. I'll put it over here maybe. Move this up. Move this up. Put this over here. That ain't gonna stay there long term, but just for now, it's fine. And what else we got over here? We got another box. This is an unopened box. It's not going to be opened right now. And then we have, okay, we're getting deeper in here now. Let's bring the camera over here. And we have, these two boxes are Chatham cylinder fans. These are in the antique brass, or the antique brass finish. You know, it's funny, I never thought I would find even just all three of the ones from the 2001 catalog. And I found them all within like a 2-month period. And then 2 more of them showed up. These are both new in the box. So now I have a total of 5. I have 2 or 3. 3 now of the antique brass ones. And 1 of the other 2 finishes. 1 of the white ones and 1 of the brass ones. Ironically enough, the antique brass is the least sought after of all 3, but I'm not complaining at all. Okay. There's too much stuff in here. I gotta get this cleaned out. At least I can get to that fan now, I think. Okay, here it is. Got it. So I'm going to put these screws in before I lose the screws, because that's something I would do. A lot of screws around here, they're easy to get mixed up. Okay. Not sure that was worth all the effort, but now it's in. For whatever that's worth. Alright, now I gotta get this stuff back over there. Okay. Great. Now, I'd like to see if I could get this cabinet open. That's going to take us some effort. I should move this filter to the other location, because that's taking up a lot of space on the floor. Okay, we're about to have an avalanche here. Oh, for heaven's sakes. I don't want this cord all come undone. see, can I put this here, up here? One less thing on the floor would be good. Okay, that's fine, I guess. How is this held together? Is this screwed in? Yeah, that's the one that's screwed in, so that could take some extra weight. Some of these shelves are just done like those plastic things. I'm not too confident in those, but I think this portion can take extra weight. Okay. Let's see. Is there any space in this closet? No. That's the typical answer. Typical answer is no. Okay. Well, that cancels that out. Wish I had another. I gotta get another hook so I can put this fan on the ceiling. That would free up some space in there. Okay. Well, not okay, but that's the situation. Okay. I guess I'll just try and stack this up over here for now. It's starting to look more like a closet than a studio. Goof. Ouch. Okay, that'll do for now. I don't particularly like it like that. Maybe I'll move those into a box later. Okay. Yeah, what has to go back over there? This has to go back in there. This has to go back in there. And then, I guess this should go back over there. And I could put those ceiling fans back on the floor, which I don't particularly like being there, but that's fine. I'll get them out to the other location soon. Maybe next week. Those was packed very nicely in that size box. You know, a lot of times they put them in a box that's much bigger. I can just keep it in those boxes because they're the right size and it'll protect the original ones. Okay, that's that. We got this package here, but that'll be for another day, another video. There goes the camera. Yes, that fan needs to be serviced still and cleaned. Someday, in the next couple of centuries, I will get around to that, or the next couple of decades. Okay, that's better than it was. It doesn't look like such a freak show anymore. Okay, so that's that. Okay, this all is going to go somewhere else. We have a stupid LED light bulb. A spoiled capacitor, I guess that can go in the junk pile. This will go in a short wire bag. Very, very useful. Let's see here. I don't know if this works or not. Probably realistically never going to use it, but I'll just put it back over here into the pile of miscellaneous solar junk. That's not good. This should be on the cord. I don't know why that's over there. Great. Okay. I may have to find somewhere else for this bag. I don't know if this is really gonna work. What I could do, I suppose, is move these instead. Could move these up to like maybe up to here. Yeah, that's fine. And then these halogen bulbs I'll hang, or this singular halogen bulb rather, I'll hang where the rubber bands used to go, and then rubber bands can just sit there. I think that's fine. Okay. Well, that's going to wrap up tonight's video. Let's wrap up my activity for the night. I'm going to go outside and use the computer now.